I'm Lisa Dalton. We are on the 5th day of Christmas, the Michael Chekhov way, and it is Sunday, and Sunday is for the sun, and the sun is the sun, and it is the letters Au there, and Au, and the color is white. And on this 5th day of Christmas, the Michael Chekhov way, our zodiac sign is Scorpio. And we're reflecting back to August and maybe forward, the same 5 months forward, but reflecting back to August and thinking about the sun and our relationship to the sun. And we are really looking also at the letter S and Scorpio, like there, Scorpio. So our color in this Scorpio, and thinking about the sun, our color is this sort of peach blossom violet color, and our sense is the sense of life. So think about your own sense of how you feel, your sense of being alive in you. Can you think of August and how was your sense of being alive in you? And the archetype we're looking at are the exousiae, and the exousiae, they're considered the second set of 3 in the hierarchies of 9 or 12, as we'll wind up with. We are into the field of form, the spirits of form. They are the artisans that help sculpt our solar system, and they are absolutely forces that really are connected. I mean, it's beautiful that it falls on Sunday, because they are forces that seem to come from the sun, and we know in the Chekhov world we hold that sun center within us. So these powers of the 4th hierarchy that give us form, they give us this form, and the quality that we're looking at for this Scorpio and is patience. Patience. Now that Scorpio can be very impatient and sting, right, when we lose our patience, but with patience that Scorpio can become an eagle, soaring, as we've talked about, straight into the sun. These forces of form that the exousiae bring help us, especially in the Chekhov work. We can think of molding as part of the one of the elements that we get to work with a feeling of form, and the feeling of form also is involved in the 4 brothers of art. And so these images of these great beings who help construct the physical laws of gravity as well. We also can look at the 3 sister sensations and our relationship to one of the greatest laws of physics that affects us on every day, in an everyday way. And how can we reflect on our feeling of our form, our own personal form, the form of our relationships, when we look at our focal points for life, the form of the role. When we put on the imaginary body of the exousiae, we can imagine giving form to our role. As a human being, I can imagine giving form to my life from my highest sun-centered self. What kind of relationship do I want to have with the laws of form, and things like the Japanese rock garden, again, an element of construction. What is the focal point of my life, in my personal relationships, in my thought-forming area, in my heart? What are the priorities in my life? Can I reflect back, especially to August, and think, where was I overall, what did I like, what could I do differently, and what was the most special part of my life? Did I use my patience well? Did I lose patience with myself, with others, with situations? Again, in those focal points, moving from the work of art that you're actually creating in the moment for a specific expression, like a character, or moving all the way out through your artistic development, your human development, your spiritual development, and seeking to align those all, using those sun forces, and absolutely understanding that the center is in the genitals. It's in the genitals there, and that patience is really can be an act of the will, which is, the will force is very strongly in the genitals. So reflecting on your relationship with that part of your body, and the will, the procreative part of your body, and whether that's the procreative part of your mind, of your heart, of your will force, of your relationships, of your perception and interaction with the world, and so again, looking at our quality of movement. This Scorpio is water, and because we've got this Sunday and exousiae and the spirits of form, you can also look at the form of water in your life, and are things in flow for you. So wrapping it up, I'm somewhere in Mississippi, and can we fly back over our year and really think about this, the form and our patience? Can we identify overall how we've related to that? Can we come up with some special moments where our patience really paid off, and a shining moment, right? And can we fly forward and see where can we use more patience? And when we're impatient and we just want to push and get it done, can we find a gesture, a power gesture that is going to allow us to have more patience, to really sense into the form of things, find the beauty of the form just the way it is, and have the patience to trust in the sense of life, and in your will force, in your feeling force, and in your thinking force. And tomorrow I'll be coming to you from another state. Blessings.